Hi. All of us have been hurt by somebody. We know and how it is to be offended. Painfully, that is something we don't want, but we know it. And how can we therefore forgive those people who gave us so much pain? What if we don't feel like forgiving others? What if our feelings is more of wanting to retaliate? When we read into the scriptures, what we can see is that forgiveness is not a feeling, but forgiveness is a matter of choice. It's a choice where we demonstrate forgiveness when we refuse to fret over the sins of people against us. Often we see our circumstances as unfair, and we see ourselves mostly as the victims, and so therefore we focus on the offenses others have committed against us. Those things that hurt us, we remember. And so therefore we fail to realize that the offenses, these offenses that we receive actually pale in comparison to our own offenses against God, because we have done so. God who not only forgives us, but God who enables us so that we can also forgive others. And He wanting us to move forward and to be free from the past. And that's God. Yes, we remember the situations that offends us or offended us, but the Bible tells us that we must not allow ourselves to dwell on them because it will just hurt us. It is possible to forgive and forget, when we truly forgive. C.S. Lewis wrote, to be a Christian means to forgive the inexcusable because God has forgiven the inexcusable in us. That's God. Ephesians 4, verse 32, the Apostle Paul wrote, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another. Wow. Forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. So we see that forgiveness is the very nature of God. It is being Christ-like. Amazing. As Christians, we are a forgiven people. So likewise, we are called to be forgiving people. It's a calling. And we know that it takes two to reconcile. That's why it's not possible to be always reconciled, but it takes only one. It takes only one to forgive. So if people do us wrong, we should forgive them from the scriptures, whether or not they ask for forgiveness. Now, we understand we cannot cancel their sin because only God can do that. But what we can do is to push away, to set aside, to remove the anger. Push that aside, remove the anger, the bitterness, and the resentment towards those who hurt us. Let us choose to forgive.